My name is Madhusudan Reddy and I'm the Faculty of Geography at the IIShub. At the end of this video, there is a big announcement that we are going to make. Please make sure to watch this video till the end. Many students do come to us and ask that, sir, I'm making notes online, but I'm not able to use that notes for examination. In that case, you have wasted your time. This is the timetable for Civil Services Mains examination, and when you look into this timetable, you will understand the significance of the notes making. One of my students has written this, that is relationship between ethics and law. Isme they have made a diagram, and here farmer protest and epidemic, encounter of rapist, breaking traffic rules. These are some of the current elements they have added. Students also have this doubt that, sir, I'm making notes in the physical format, but I'm not able to add this current affairs to my notes. But how do I make it? See, all of these questions will be addressed in this particular series. Hello, and a very warm welcome to the IIShub. My name is Madhusudan Reddy, and आज हम ये डिस्कस करने वाले हैं that what is the significance of notes making for UPSC examination. Now this is a small series of videos where we will be coming up and we'll be trying to teach you how to make the notes for UPSC examination like an IAS officer, like a topper, where we will also show you the various notes that they have made during their course of preparation, and also what best suits you. Is it online notes making or offline notes making? Many students do come to us and ask that, sir, I'm making notes online, but I'm not able to use that notes for examination. In that case, you have wasted your time. Or else, also the students also have this doubt that, sir, I'm making notes in the physical format, but I'm not able to add this current affairs to my notes. But how do I make it? See, all of these questions will be addressed in this particular series. See, before I start this, I wanted to tell you one thing. Every year, there are more than 100 plus IAS officers who make it to the list. And 100 plus IAS officers, they do have their own strategy. They might have studied at night, they might have studied at day. But लेकिन किसी का strategy अलग होगा. Rank 1 का strategy अलग है, rank 15 का strategy अलग है. But लेकिन इन सब का एक चीज common होता है, that is, they have read it, they have revised it, and they have written it. Any topic, if you are reading it, you should be revising it, and while you revise, you have to write it. But the biggest problem a student faces is that how do they make an effective notes so that they can revise? Now the answer lies in a good notes is nothing but good revision, and a good revision is nothing but the good content you're going to replicate in the exam. So इस छोटा सा सीरीज में हम क्या करने वाले हैं? We'll be teaching you how to make notes. And in this due process, we'll also come out with some few PDFs where we have already made a sample notes, and that we'll be sharing it with you. देखिए नीचे एक link description में दिया होगा. As link पे you can go and you can download the notes that we are going to discuss here. Now come back. Now the first question many students have is that, sir, is note making really important? Now you have to understand one thing: notes making is hands down, it is very, very important. Why is it important? Because it helps in multiple revisions, no doubt, and better retention and easy recall. But I wanted to show you the gravity of notes making importance. For that, I'll be taking you to the UPSC examination timetable. देखिए, यहाँ पर this is the timetable for Civil Services Mains examination, and when you look into this timetable, you will understand the significance of the notes making. Now see here, number 1. On 15th of September, your first examination, that is essay, was conducted, and students write their essay from 9 a.m. से लेकर 12 p.m. तक, and post that you'll be free, and afternoon slot is kali. On 16th and 17th, you are supposed to write 4 examinations. On 16th from 9 to 12, and paper 1 लिखा जाएगा, and 2 to 5 p.m. you will be writing paper 2. Now my one question is that after you complete your paper 1, that is essay, you have got only less time to prepare for the next 2 examinations. Even if you're sitting at 1 or 2 p.m. back home and you started to study, would you be in a position to revise the next day's total subjects? There are 2 papers that you are supposed to write, and in the morning it is GS paper 1. You have history, you have geography, and you also have society. Within history, you have ancient, medieval, and modern. इतना टाइम होगा आपके पास? बिना अगर आपके पास notes है, can you revise it? And even if that notes is made up of 100 or hundreds of pages, you won't be able to revise it. You should be having a notes that is crisp and clear, short notes, hardly 30-40 pages के अंदर notes होना चाहिए. Only then you will be able to revise this entire history. Now come to the geography also. Geography is also a very vast subject. Come to society. Society has too many current affairs, schemes hota hai. Now lot of examples you have to recall. Now all this is quite possible only when you have good notes. Same way, paper 2, you will be writing 3 other subjects there. And for that, you have to recall. Now, kul milake, ye hota hai, you will be revising near about 6 to 7 subjects per day. And it is not easy for you to recall without you having the notes. Now, see here, on 17th of September, you are supposed to, a student has written paper 3 and paper 4 GS. Paper 3 में तो 6 subjects है, paper 4 में ethics, integrity, aptitude है. So all this can be easily possible when you have proper notes. So that's why you have to understand that notes making is an important activity which you should know. And this notes making, it makes you helping the revision easy. And read, revise, and write strategies mein, it is that revision which plays a fulcrum or else the fundamental pillar in for you getting into the list. And later comes the writing. Now come back. See, single point, एक consolidated जगह पे आपको सब कुछ मिल जाता है. At the same time, a great booster for answer writing. And finally, you can customize the content which you have learned over a period of 1 year. Now, here I would like to show you some notes that have been made. And देखिए notes अलग-अलग type का होता है. But that notes, you should be able to put that in just this 16.5 centimeters of paper. And 150 words may you have to replicate it. Now that replication can be done in the form of making diagrams or else in the form of writing beautiful content. So there are multiple ways where you can write notes. One, writing with your hand and taking the examples from the current affairs. Look here, this is a small notes. One of my student has written this, that is relationship between ethics and law. Isme they have made a diagram, and here farmer protest and epidemic, encounter of rapist, breaking traffic rules. These are some of the current elements they have added. But this is on an average, the notes is made up of near about 200 plus pages, 300 odd pages. Do you think a student can recall and revise all of these notes? The answer is no. For which, what does the student is supposed to do? The student is supposed to compile that notes into a short format. Now, what do you mean by that short format? What you have to do is, you have to sit back, understand a particular topic, and then you write the same content. For example, if you are reading this particular content, आपने कोई digital notes बनाया, digital notes से you might have read it. Once you read it, what you are supposed to do is try to make a micro diagram, or else whatever you have understood, try to internalize it. When you internalize it, it becomes easy for you to understand and to make your own diagrams. Micro diagrams ho gaya, maybe examples. When you have better understanding, you'll be writing better answers. Look, it is the same content. What the student has done is, the student has questioned from her own understanding. Right? ये भी एक तरीका है notes बनाने का. और तीसरी तरीका ये है, for example, once you are done with the basic notes means जब आप क्लासरूम में बैठते हो, टीचर माइट हैव बीन डिस्कसिंग और डिक्टेटिंग द नोट्स और रनिंग नोट्स आपने बनाया, आपने 200 पेज या 300 पेज का नोट्स बनाया एक सब्जेक्ट के लिए. नाउ दिस सब्जेक्ट नोट्स, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू कंपाइल इनटू स्मॉल शॉर्ट नोट्स. नाउ शॉर्ट नोट्स यू कैन डू इट इन द डिजिटल फॉर्मेट, यू कैन ऑल्सो डू इट इन द फिजिकल फॉर्मेट. अगर फिजिकल फॉर्मेट में अगर आप कर रहे हो, द बेस्ट वे इज टेक लूज शीट्स. नाउ विद इन दिस लूज शीट्स, मेक श्योर if this is the paper, leave some space on the right side and try to write the keywords only. If you understand the concept, try to impart the keywords. Now, this is one way of replicating that. देखिए, ये जो student है, what she has done is, she has read the entire content once, and then just within 10 odd pages, she has compiled 3 different chapters. And you have to know that UPSC examination में ना, in the mains level, hardly there are 40 or 50 odd topics that would be asked. And you have to know one more thing, that GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4, 4 papers मिला के in total you'll be writing 74 questions. Now these 74 questions will be coming from hardly 45 odd topics, but we spread all our hands and legs everywhere and we wanted to grab the content that is available in the market. Trust me guys, whatever you read you have to revise, whatever you revise you have to write, and that is quite possible when you have very good notes. Now that very good notes is nothing but whatever you have it, you should be in a position to replicate in the exam. Now revision multiple times plays a quite important role. Now come back, this is also one type of notes jahan pe ek student ne what she has done is she has written in the same space jitna space UPSC mein diya jata hai, that 16.16.5 centimeters. Now she has written same area, and whatever the answers or content she writes, she makes sure that the size of the maps are also similar, so that while she writes and reads, it becomes quite easy for her to replicate in the examination. देखिए, this is one way where notes can be made, right? So that means this is directly, if a topic, this particular topic is asked in the exam, the student will replicate in the examination, and she or he has the advantage of 1.5 to 2 minutes where other students has to think and write, right? Now other form of notes is that you make and write full notes. मतलब कंप्लीटली आपने नोट्स बनाया, बट लेकिन इस नोट्स में डिटेल में लिखा, आपने काफी डिटेल में लिखा. नाउ दिस डिटेल्ड नोट्स विल हेल्प यू टू gain the conceptual clarity, but it will not help you to revise in the quickest possible time. क्योंकि at the end, what is the game? The game is to write 150 words or 200 words in the quickest possible time and put the best content in your answer sheet. And that can quite be possible when you have notes. I'm reiterating, when you have short notes, right? In the further videos, what we'll be doing is that we'll try to give you the keywords. We'll also try to give you the sample notes. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay there. नीचे एक link दिया हुआ है. Subscribe to that link and you'll be given this particular download link. Thank you. The IIShub has given more than 1,000 plus selections in the last 5 years. And we at the IIShub firmly believes that the youth has great potential and they have every right to reach their destinations. But कई सारे ऐसे students हैं, because of their financial constraints, they are not able to reach that destination. Not just financial constraints, अगर आपको knowledge constraints है, या directionless हो गया आप, या आपको mentorship ना मिलने के कारण आप अपनी मंजिल ना पहुंच पा रहे, तो एक IIShub आपकी और आपकी सक्सेस के बीच में एक ब्रिज बनना चाहता है. So that's why we at the IIShub are going to come up with a scholarship test. We will conduct the scholarship test, and based on your performance, you will be given the scholarship. There is a link that is given in the description. Please make sure to register there and take the scholarship.